What is that thing on your face?
Yeah, puberty's right around the corner, kid. You can grow your own.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and in this installment of Versus, we'll be comparing Tomb Raider and Uncharted to see which is the best treasure-seeking, action-packed franchise. We'll be comparing each franchise's strong characters, gameplay, and legacy to decide which one is more worthy of going on a globe-trotting adventure with. Do you prefer the seasoned Tomb Raider or the still relatively new Uncharted? Let us know in the comments below. Round 1. Gameplay. When the first Tomb Raider released for the PlayStation in 1996, it blew everyone away. What seems like standard action-adventure fare now was groundbreaking then. Exploring unique tombs, dual-wielding pistols against dangerous animals, and solving puzzles set our imaginations alight. For a while, further installments only built upon this foundation with subtle changes, like a stamina bar in Tomb Raider 3 or the grappling hook in Tomb Raider Chronicles. However, when Lara's origins were explored, gameplay was significantly enhanced. The 2013 reboot added light RPG mechanics like skill points and craftable items, as well as stealth and non-linear areas to emphasize the survival aspect. Uncharted, on the other hand, subscribes to the if it ain't broke, don't fix it philosophy. You'll get a handful of guns to shoot enemies, climb through some dangerous landscapes, solve some puzzles, basically a modern version of what Tomb Raider had accomplished years ago. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
You act like you've never seen a German U-boat in the middle of the jungle before.
But if you've played one, you know what you'll be getting with all the rest. There have been some improvements implemented in newer entries, like a grappling hook for traversal and less linear areas to explore, and its puzzles are some of the best we've ever seen, enhancing each game's story and helping the world come to life. Both franchises are pinnacles of stellar action-adventure gameplay. Tomb Raider has shown an ability to adapt and grow stronger, while Uncharted puts puzzles and set pieces at the forefront. However, the improvements of the newer Tomb Raiders make it much more interesting from a gameplay perspective. Winner, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 1, Uncharted 0. Round 2. Storytelling. If a game is successful, a developer or publisher will find ways to keep it going. Tomb Raider was a massive hit, spawning multiple sequels.
Hello? Hello?
What? What do you want from me now?
But quality had dipped over its history, causing it to be rebooted twice so far. That makes its continuity a bit messy. In the original games, Lara survived a plane crash in the Himalayas, instilling in her a desire to explore and find hidden treasures. However, both reboots have added more personal touches to the story through Lara's parents. In the recent trilogy, for example, she's driven by her late father's unfinished research to uncover the mystery of his death.
I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me.
Uncharted has fewer games, but that works to its benefit when it comes to storytelling.
That's very funny.
Beginning with the first game, we've watched Nathan Drake grow from snarky adventurer to conflicted husband and father. Naughty Dog's cinematic approach has made Uncharted one of the most respected stories in gaming, and there are dozens of moments across the franchise that fill us with awe and suspense.
Here I come.
Sully, get us out of here!
Each entry sucks the player in through charming characters, fascinating historical tales, and some of the finest vocal and mocap performances to grace a console.
I need you on this one.
Sam, there's got to be another way.
Tomb Raider has certainly left its mark on storytelling in video games. It made players want to be like Lara, venturing into the unknown for a grand adventure. But it arguably didn't begin delivering stronger narratives until the 2013 game. In fewer games, Uncharted has been able to deliver a more concrete arc for its hero, while simultaneously making players want to delve into history. Winner, Uncharted. Tomb Raider 1, Uncharted 1. Round 3. The Hero. Lara Croft became a recognizable character almost instantaneously. It wasn't just that her game was fun to play, she effortlessly dripped cool. Born from a high-class British family, Lara shunned her lifestyle in favor of finding things no one else could. She was a character who kicked ass and looked great doing it. In 2013, her characterization grew even stronger. Stripping her of her confident persona was by no means a bad idea.
Let's see if this thing still works.
Crystal Dynamics turned her into someone whose survival and well-being meant far more to us than some treasure in a long-lost city. Seeing her fail and deal with the repercussions in Shadow of the Tomb Raider only made us want to see her succeed even more.
The best way we can help them is to put a stop to it and Trinity.
With his cleverness and knack for humor, Nathan Drake is certainly an engaging protagonist.
This place could use a good plumber.
With no parents or fortune to rely on, he grew up craving the chance to write his name in the history books. Although he's definitely more lighthearted, Uncharted has shown there's something sinister underneath.
If you're done lying to me, then you should stop lying to yourself.
His obsession with discovery has been the bane of loved ones, like Sully and Elena, though there's no denying his devilish charm. However, what makes Nathan work are the same qualities that make a lot of other characters work. Han Solo, Star-Lord, Mal from Firefly, there's a reason these characters are so popular.
Careful.
Christ almighty.
Just kidding.
Lara began as cool and aloof, and players loved her for it, but it's her journey in the Survivor trilogy that has cemented her as a heroine worth caring for. Nathan will definitely make us chuckle, but his actions often bring misery to himself and those he's supposed to care about. And because there are so many similar characters, he's not quite as unique as Lara. Winner, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 2, Uncharted 1. Round 4, Supporting Characters. Both adventurers are undoubtedly experts, though they've had helping hands over the years. Earlier games in Tomb Raider essentially had Lara on her own, except for her devoted, albeit creepy butler Winston. Later games would give her more allies, such as Zip, her helpful man in the chair.
Try Peru. We talked about Paraíso.
But even still, it wasn't until 2013 when Lara got to have some closer allies. Although many of them would perish on Yamatai, they were at least more fleshed out than others in previous games. Only Jonah has appeared in all 3 games, offering a friendly hand and calling Lara out when it's needed.
Trinity has been looking in the wrong place.
Exactly.
Nathan Drake's allies are almost as famous as he is. Father figure Sully has been through thick and thin with the wily explorer, always giving advice and getting Nate out of binds.
Sully! Wow, you look like hell.
You should see the other guys.
Fellow treasure hunter Chloe has gone through her own arc, growing from merciless to caring in The Lost Legacy. Nate's brother Sam, while only introduced in Uncharted 4, showed us how badly obsession and greed could grow inside someone.
Listen, little brother. She will get over it.
Last but definitely not least is Nate's love interest, Elena. She's proven time and time again that despite being new to the life and Drake's fortune, she can handle herself and will do anything to get to the bottom of a story. Seeing their relationship evolve has provided one of the more endearing parts of Nate's characterization.
Look, Nate, I really think that you should take it.
You know what? I don't want it.
Lara prefers to go things alone most of the time, though even she has needed some support from the sideline. However, outside of Jonah, most of these characters haven't left strong impressions. Those in Uncharted, however, are key parts to the narrative, and there's no way the story would be the same without them. Winner, Uncharted. Tomb Raider 2, Uncharted 2.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Round 5, Legacy. Tomb Raider released at the perfect time, showcasing the power of 3D gaming. And with most games focusing on male heroes, Lara Croft became an icon, appearing on magazine covers in a time when video games weren't nearly as mainstream. Since then, Tomb Raider has received a treasure trove of comics and novels, 3 film adaptations, and 1 animated series, with another on the way, and a multitude of awards.
This is pointless.
Lara is now one of the most recognizable figures in gaming, and not just because of her appearance, but because of her strong will. Although it hasn't been around as long, Uncharted's legacy isn't anything to scoff at either.
Now, don't tell me you're gonna swim in that.
I've been in worse.
Not only has it been a standout exclusive for Sony, but it has qualified Naughty Dog as an incredible studio for telling stories. It hasn't received the plethora of adaptations in other media as Tomb Raider, a film adaptation finally released in 2022 after a development period of over a decade, and so far, there's only been 1 novel and a comic miniseries.
I'm a friend of Sully's.
Sully doesn't have any friends. I should know him one of them.
Still, it has earned an impressive amount of accolades over its short period and become one of PlayStation's most profitable franchises.
Sure, why not? Yeah, as long as I don't have to do any paperwork.
gamers are lucky to have both Tomb Raider and Uncharted. There's a laundry list of reasons why they're some of the most beloved games in existence, but while Uncharted improved the action-adventure genre, Tomb Raider helped build it in the first place. Tomb Raider is more than just a video game series. It's a staple of pop culture. Winner, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 3, Uncharted 2. Cutting it close just like her adventures, it seems like Lara has been able to snag a victory for Tomb Raider.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.